Hi, I'm Christina.
And I'm Daniela.
And welcome to Unwritten Curriculum, the podcast where we talk about what it's like to be a teacher while also being a human and all things that come with both.
We're two platonic high school sweethearts about to enter our second decade of friendship and wrapping up our first in the teaching profession. Thanks for joining us.
I want to talk about the fact that I need to figure out if I'm going to be a Lego girly in my apartment or... Because if I ever want to have a man over, am I okay with all these Legos being here?
Do men like Legos?
But I don't know if I want a Lego-loving man. I think I just want that to be a hobby that I do in my secret time.
Does it have to be secret?
No, but it's just I don't want to do it with other people.
100%. There's a lot of things I don't want to do with other people.
Yeah, I know you're probably like, when you paint, you're like...
I'm not interested. I'm actually like, this is an interesting thing, but I think it's great to have shared hobbies with your partner. I'm a hobby gal.
We know that.
I'm a hobby gal. And I also think it's also fine to have hobbies that you don't share with your partner.
Absolutely.
Parallel play.
Welcome to this week's episode where we are talking about anything and everything.
Anything that goes.
Riffing.
We're riffing. This is a riff episode.
2 weeks ago when we did that episode, it was out of pure chaos. That was us unwell. That was unhinged, unwell. None of us had a good week. It was not good.
No. I actually really liked the episode. It ended up being really funny, but we apologize for the video quality, and I apologize for having my goddamn ice make so much goddamn noise in that video.
The video recorded in slow motion, so the flickering of the lights isn't special effects.
It was
how it was recorded.
And, okay, so we talked about in the last episode a lot about ChatGPT, and I still want to have more to say. ChatGPT has taught me how to edit podcasts, essentially.
You're in love.
I am. Shout out. Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
They're an American company. Unlike ByteDance that owns CapCut. And, okay, did you know that if you wanted to go and visit ChatGPT, it's a place?
Thank you so much for tuning in. That's the end of our episode. We have to go on a field trip.
It's in San Francisco. So, because the way that...
It's a room full of people that are computers?
No, I'm right. So it's a computer program, but it's not decentralized. It's centralized in one place. So it's sitting there learning and answering your questions.
And it's not like a MacBook sitting there. It's like a big thing of a big computer machine.
Yes. It's really bad for the environment.
ChatGPT?
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
100% I believe that. But we love it.
This is bad. I don't care. Sponsor us.
I do my part. I recycle. I cut the plastic when I have cans.
We have hybrid cars, both of us.
Yeah. We have hybrid cars. I try not to use plastics.
I try not to use plastics, except for all of the water cups that I drink out of are plastic.
No, I try my best. What else do I do? I leave the water running far too much.
Like when you're gonna go you're doing your dishes?
Yeah.
I do too. I'm bad about that.
I don't always flush, but only when I have to flush. If it's yellow, let it mellow.
If you live in your own house, totally.
I do want to jump back to this conversation of the Legos really quick. I've got the Coliseum down here. I've got Hogwarts over there. I've got a mandrake plant. I've got a flower, which you guys got me for my birthday. And then I've got a vase full of Lego flowers over there.
Those ones, they come in one box?
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you get that one?
Target.
Oh.
It was like $48.
Oh, cool.
I bought it for myself during when we were home for 2 weeks because of the fires. Mm-hmm. So I did that because I didn't know where we were headed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're ready for a lockdown.
I was ready.
A year and a half pandemic lockdown.
I was ready for it. I don't know. I was prepared, and I've got the Slytherin house. You're seeing a theme here. The Slytherin house over there as well. But I need to figure out if I want this apartment that I've lived in for 7 years to house those Legos, or do I take it up to school where the kids can look at it and potentially break it?
I was gonna say, if you take them to school, they're gonna be broken.
One of our teachers has all of her Funko Pops in her class.
They're what?
Funko Pops.
What is a Funko Pop?
I have the Edward Cullen one. So I have 2 Funko Pops. I have Edward Cullen that I got for my birthday.
I'm going to go grab that so they can see what it is. Because Funko Pop, people are going to be picturing what? I don't know. This is what it is. Product placement.
I'm a lot of things. I'm not gamer girl. I don't like video games. I want him to be in the video too.
Okay. You can put him there. But now he's facing backwards? Okay. Okay, so let's riff this a little bit. If a man or a person that you didn't know came into your apartment and saw those Legos, how would you feel? Pregnant pause.
I have to get rid of them.
Why? What do you...
Because, again, it's not a hobby that I want to share with somebody. You can look at it, but I also don't know. We talked about my dating the other day, and I don't know if I am particularly looking. I don't know. It's an individual hobby.
But are you fine with someone knowing that you do it, or you want it to be a secret hobby?
No, that's fine. They can know that I do it, but in my creepy silent time by myself.
So, I am gonna make an assumption about you, and you can tell me if you're right or wrong. You, in some ways, you need a lot of alone time.
Yeah.
You need a lot of alone time, like you need independent activities that you do by yourself, such as your Lego, or is it actually being by yourself?
It's a mix of both. I need my alone activities. I can't be alone for too long. So 5 hours is a little too long for me.
Okay.
But I need my alone time, but I also need to do my alone activities. I need both.
Okay.
Why?
Because some people, some partners, men, women, don't like alone time. There are some people who just grew up in places where they just can't be alone.
Yeah.
I need to be alone.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend is worse than I am about needing to be alone, so it's not a concern for me, but like some people, I'm like, I would have to be like, hey, yo, partner, you need to leave the house. Like, do you want to come? No, I need you to go somewhere and not come back for a while.
It reminds me of the Gilmore Girls episode when Richard retires or he's let go of his job, but then he retires early, and then him and Emily are together for a very long time, and he's counting how many cups of coffee she's had.
Yes.
And says, oh, I'll go with you to the hairdresser. And she's, no, I get it. I'm an only child too. I like my alone time. But growing up, I didn't really want alone time. But I think in my older years, as I've become an elderly person, I need it to function so I can be a good person.
Yeah. No, I do too.
The other weekend when I had 5 events in one weekend, I took a mental health day that next Monday. I couldn't do it.
It was too much events.
And this is coming from me who used to go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday during the day. Like, I was out all day long between the ages of 25 and 27 when the pandemic hit, but I was out almost every night.
I don't know what it is. Like, why, even if you're not hanging out with someone, being by yourself hits different.
You just want to do what you want to do, and you don't want to have to talk about it. You don't want to have to explain it. And that's it. If you want to put your feet up somewhere, if you want to sit in a particular place on the couch, you get to do all of that.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. Quiet spaces. And that all came out of your Legos, which you're going to get rid of, because don't do something for men. Do it for you.
You're right. You're right. Maybe I'll keep them.
Keep them.
Yeah.
It's a talking piece.
Yeah. Like when I did my when I did the Hogwarts one, that one was really fun to do. And yeah, I really like that one.
My dad has gotten into I don't know if he's gotten into Legos necessarily, but he did one Lego and he was like, it took me forever. Yeah. He's like, I was sitting up here, I think he built the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
And then my brother had to stay up and finish it. Because it was like, you can't leave it unfinished. My brother's like, then I got into it, and then we're all doing the Eiffel Tower.
They are so expensive.
They are.
My Coliseum one is Lego Dupe. I think the Hogwarts one was like $200.
That one? Yeah. Jeez.
I'm pretty sure it's one something. The Twilight one that I won is $219. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, $219.
I'm pretty sure. The Coliseum one that I have I think maybe 90. But it's a fun hobby. They're really fun. And I watched the Harry Potter movies as I was doing them. The Star Wars ones are super expensive. There's a Hocus Pocus one's like $300. And I really want the Twilight one. Just so we're clear, I hate Twilight. I hate watch it like 4 times a year.
I don't think you can say you hate Twilight.
I hate it.
You can't hate watch something 4 times a year. That's not hate watching. That is not hate watching.
It's terrible.
I don't even think there's such thing as hate watching.
I've burned the book.
That's not true. Actually, I hate watch particular... Not that I hate watch them, but there's particular influencers who I watch on YouTube that's a little bit of a hate watch.
You watch them on YouTube?
Yeah.
You're a YouTube girly.
Yeah, just for a couple people, but yeah. And it's not that I hate watch them. It's that I don't think they're being genuine about some of their content, and I like to catch them in their lies.
like fact check.
Okay, there's this girl, not to go on a tangent.
Do you comment?
No, I don't comment. What am I going to be like? Okay, I'm not going to like troll people on the... Although this is not... I don't feel like this is trolling.
You be commenting.
Okay, viewers, tell me if this is trolling. So, she's an influencer. She lives in New York City. She's 26. Also, why are all the influencers that I follow like 26?
It's the time.
Like, why can't I find any... There are people who are 30 who are influencers, but for some reason I don't watch them.
No.
She's like 26, and she lives in New York City, and she does like some financial content, a little bit, not much. She's like lifestyle, but she does like some financial content.
Okay.
So she will publish her budget every month.
Wow.
This girl eats out at a place that's Sweetgreens every single night.
She doesn't cook?
No.
What?
No.
So what does she use her kitchen for?
She cooks breakfast.
Oh, okay.
But she cooks breakfast, and then she eats lunch at the office, which I think is subsidized, which like...
Public schools could never.
Public schools could never. You said the lunch lady wouldn't let you have the carrots.
She was going to charge me $2.25 for a pack of damn carrots.
Is that how much the whole lunch is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty good price.
But that's for like a pizza. I think it's like $6.25 if you like $6.75 or something if you want like a hot lunch. But we have pizza every day that the kids get for free. But we as teachers,
they get pizza every day for free.
The free meal
is pizza.
The free meal for all of our kids is Pizza Hut pizza that has 5 pepperonis on each pizza. It's like whole grain crust.
Okay, I'm sorry, but what in the Arnold Schwarzenegger is that? What happened to healthy? You can't give kids pizza every day.
Every day. It's like a healthy pizza.
No.
I agree.
No, pizza's not healthy.
And then they've got some cool other options too. What I love at our school, at our district, is they'll have a fun fruit month where like a week, and every day it's a different fruit that the kids didn't know, like they've never tried.
Like what sort of things?
Like a lychee or something.
Okay,
and they'll give them
cool.
a lychee, and you just see kids like,
How do do I have to peel it?
How do it?
At least they're trying.
It's really cute.
I feel like my kids are like so anti the school lunch that they like won't eat anything, and I'm like, this is very disordered.
It's not good. And if you think about how we were when we were in middle school, I used to bring a Trader Joe's salad every day and just put it in my backpack. That shit was not on ice.
Yeah.
That chicken was barely chicken. It was clucking by the time I ate it.
But hey, it's probably the dressing. The chicken's probably 5 minutes of dressing you worry about.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me finish about this influencer. Sidebar. Riffing here. She is trying to come out and say, oh, I only spend, $200 or something on my food. No, bitch. I did the math. That is I'm going through it, and so I hate watch her on YouTube sometimes. I do like her content. I'm not going to say her name because obviously I've talked shit about her, but...
she's watching.
I watch her content, so obviously even if I'm hate watching on her, she gets my views.
She gets views.
I forgot what the point we were talking about before that. Legos, and then the YouTube, and then...
I don't hate watch. With social media, I don't hate watch. I have some people that I was gonna buy her. It's Whitney Simmons. She is a gym girly. She has psoriasis, and...
Is that the skin condition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got psoriasis. And she talks about how you should, if you do a full face of makeup before you go to the gym, if you lift pretty... And you got to feel good so you can lift good. And I really love her content, and her app is the Alive app. But I watch her just to get motivation to go do the gym.
Yeah. In social media, I will say there's some things that are not the best about it. But also, it is like, why are we watching? This girl's going to the gym. I'm watching this girl eat the same dinner every night. There's something that's in here that's does something. It tickles the brain.
It tickles the part of your brain. And I doom scrolled for 5 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
I had big screen going and little screen going.
Yeah.
I doom scrolled with my Wingstop. And I feel like I keep going back for more, but it's very good I've got travels coming up.
It's really good for travels. And I think it's really good. I don't know. Sometimes you get to turn your brain off. When we were in Mexico City we were there, and Sonia, who was on a couple episodes ago, and my boyfriend, and I don't know how this happened, but my boyfriend discovered Instagram for the first time while we were there. I was scrolling before bed, and he somehow got interested, and then I let him watch. He doesn't have social media. If you have a partner who doesn't have social media, don't let them watch with you. Because I'm going to tell you how it goes.
It's like secondhand smoke. Like secondhand influence.
Secondhand scrolling. So I was like, okay, we were laying in bed, and I was like, okay, you can watch it with me. So we're watching the videos, and he was like, oh, wow. And here's the thing. You do not need to make a comment. You do not need to we don't need to talk about
alone
it.
activities.
Alone.
It's an
alone activity. It's scrolling is an alone activity. Then he gets mad if I skip the video.
Because he's watching it.
He's watching it. And then he has questions. I don't have the answer to that question. Why is he doing that? I don't know. I don't know him. Who is that person? My grandpa. Who is that person? How do you know? But he did get a lot of satisfaction. He said, I don't know why, but girls just really like to watch other girls live their lives. And I was like, I do. I do like it.
I really like watching people get up, make their greens, and then work out, and then come home and have breakfast. It's a life I'll never get to live.
Yeah. Never say never. Okay.
I'll be working till the day I die. I'm going to be working from the grave. I'm like, all right, everybody, take out your writer's notebooks. From the grave is my finger.
Take out your writing. I've tried to film content that's like that. It's really hard. Shout out to you, influencers. You're doing the most.
Yeah, they've got time.
And there's so many angles people are filming from.
Yeah.
And then you leave your phone, you gotta go get it.
One thing I do really want to do, because I think that my work outfits are pretty cute, I really would like to do teacher outfits. I like my outfits, and I want to be inspired to buy new clothes, and that's something I'm really having a hard time with right now, because I don't shop at Target already. I haven't bought anything from Amazon since I had you buy the cups for me. My plastics. And then, yeah, I'm trying to be mindful about where I get my clothes from.
No fashion?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
But my Shein cart right now is full of like 20 bathing suits for the summertime.
Yeah. Okay, here's what I will say about Shein. I've bought some stuff from Shein that I still have years later, and I like.
Yeah.
I gotta get bathing suits too. We're going traveling this summer.
I've got accessories from Shein that I really like. But yeah, the bathing suits I would like to buy from there, because anyway, they like pill and they're gonna get messed up.
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking for a new bathing suit, and I'd like for it to be like good quality.
But not $80.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, I know. I'm going the same way. Like, I'm trying to get higher quality pieces that I want to buy for clothing, and I also don't like any of my clothes right now either.
Same. Never have. 32 years of living.
Never have.
Hate all my clothes.
I think that's a pretty common way for people to feel.
There's never been one day where I've gone to my closet and said, wow, everything I need is right here.
Oh, yeah.
Never. It's always, I have nothing to wear. I hate everything. But this year, I was talking to my cousins about it, because we're going to Vienna for our cousin's wedding. Shout out Larissa and Kareem getting married. But we're going to Vienna for the wedding, and I can share clothes with them.
There you go.
They got nice clothes too.
So you're like, hey, can I borrow that little
Coming at you, girls.
outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were going to wear that? I was going to wear that.
Oh, yeah, that's so crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like shopping is so hard. And I just got these jeans that I have now that are from Quince. And I like them. I'm not buying a second pair.
Okay.
They're not it. I don't know what it is yet.
But you have your Abercrombie jeans.
I don't like Abercrombie.
You like your Madewell jeans?
No. I don't like me. I've had a lot of pairs of Madewell jeans. The issue is they're made for someone taller than me.
Yeah.
And so when I wear high-rise Madewell jeans, it's up my butt crack.
You're right. The pair that I had, one pair I wore, it was a short pair, and it was meant to be like a mid leg short like pant, but for me it went down to my ankle, and it was a flare pant.
Yeah. Yeah, I know all the pants. I think these ones are actually cropped, but it's supposed to be cropped too, but they're not for me. But it's just this band part is too big, and so then they're like up here, and then they're in my ass, and I don't love that. I'm open to trying Abercrombie again.
I really like Abercrombie jeans. I think I found my cut. I found where I like it for it to hit me. Wash, I'm still going back and forth on. I love a dark wash. I feel like it looks really good and clean cut. One thing that I do want, and I don't give a shit about what anybody says, I want one pair of skinny jeans so that I can wear it with my boots.
Yeah, no, they're back.
I don't give up.
You can wear, no, skinny jeans are back for boots.
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah. I tried on a pair of jeans, the other pair of Quince jeans I got that were boot cut, and they were a little too skinny for. I just like.
What is boot cut?
So like flare essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I have a big butt, and so nothing on me is gonna it's gonna be skinny. Like they're not gonna be a straight leg. It's gonna be a skinny. And I was like, I put them on, and I was like, I'm not ready to go back.
Yeah.
But I've heard they're back in if you have boots.
I just like. I'm not. My bank account can't stretch and keep up with these trends. And plus, anyway, I'm like a year behind the trends.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then you see these Gen Zs, they're wearing stuff that I'm like, what is that? And
it's Jessica Simpson core circa 2002.
Yeah, not even that. And then, okay.
That was very niche. I don't know if you understood what I was
saying.
No,
I did. Okay. I did. But that's not what I was thinking of when I was thinking about the Gen Zs. But their fashion is just different, but it's whatever. I can't emulate it. Like, I try.
Are you talking about them wearing, like, doll heads as earrings and, like, flower crowns around their neck?
No, I'm like...
Okay,
so this is a random example, but we both have a lot of our gym shirts that we cropped.
Yeah.
But now it's not the style to wear cropped shirts to the gym. The style is to wear oversized graphic t-shirts.
Yes. Love a graphic tee.
Right. I like it too. I like that way that looks. But now I'm just getting into getting graphic tees. I just got two. Right? Then I'm going to start wearing them to the gym. Then before I know it, people are going to be wearing something else. I'm just behind the time.
I know exactly what... Okay. It's the wearing tight is out. Do you know what I'm talking about? So it's tight is out, tight loose is in, and
yes,
loose is in.
Yes.
So tight, we're not doing that.
No. Tight, we're not doing. And I get that.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah, and I get the loose. For me, it feels weird when I wear loose, but I also know that's like the fashion now. And the kids be wearing the loose.
I love a graphic tee with like shorts and then some high socks.
The high socks is something that I have to get into because I think high socks make my legs look short, but I can no longer wear athletic short socks. I am out of fashion.
Yeah,
so I need to get the high socks.
But the tight, I'm happy that's out because it's just too much. It's too much tight. I like a little bit of the loosey-goosey, and so that's really nice. I do want to go on Quince and look into the jackets, though. My forever struggle of buying jacket.
I need a jacket. You're going to struggle with buying jackets, but guess what? It's almost summer.
I'm so bad at jackets.
You don't need a jacket. It's going to be the summer.
I know, but even for some nights, like, a jacket is so necessary.
Yeah.
Just a light, loose-fitting jacket. I have this jacket that's, like, very old, but it's not, like, I'm not going to wear this out. Yeah. And I have my one gray jacket that I love from H&M. H&M, that's another one. I don't want to buy clothes from there, but I have a lot of good t-shirts from there.
Yeah, H&M, I feel like their basics are fine. That's the thing. You need... I don't know if anyone... You guys have any good basic recommendations? Because there are, like, I want good basics, and it's hard to...
I'm thinking of a store in the mall where I know the place that I'm thinking about.
Is it with all the puffy jackets?
It's by the Target, the Glendale Galleria, and you walk in.
It's with the puffy jackets.
Maybe.
I think there's some sort of Asian company. I don't know the name. Yeah. My mom could be coming to me at that. We went into this store, and she was
their basics are very good.
And my mom said the same thing.
Michelle took me. Shout out Michelle Gonzalez. We did shopping and Din Tai Fung, and it was like the ultimate girls' day.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is so nice.
Girls. Oh, yeah, but that's just the struggle of being...
I'm struggling with it, and because our winter is so short, and I'm going to Texas next week, in a week and a half. I'm going to Texas, and I looked at the weather. It was 91 yesterday in Texas.
Wow.
The last time I was in Texas, the pipes had frozen, and I had to pee outside.
It's a tundra out there, just changing.
Yeah, and it's going to be 80 here.
Is it really?
In, not this Monday, but the Monday after that.
Wow.
It'll be... And I was just talking to my mom. She was like, you need to get Benji a jacket. But anyway, it's the end of winter, so we don't even need to worry about it for next season.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not going to buy him a jacket now for next season.
Yeah.
So
now we need summer clothes. Are denim shorts in? What shorts are we wearing?
I don't think denim shorts are in. But I don't, maybe like the dad shorts, like the longer ones. Wear whatever you want.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe we could bring someone.
People be dressing like the wild thornberries out there.
I think that's cute though, but that's in right now. That is in as a look. I've been wearing my hiking boots to work.
Stop doing that.
No, I think it looks cool. I think it's a little statement.
Your hiking boots?
Yeah, I think they're like a little
Your
statement.
brown ones?
Yep. I think it's a little statement piece.
What the hell?
It's cute. I wore my hiking boots and my jeans, and then I got a little sweatshirt yesterday. It's like a wild thornberry. I have no idea I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to fashion.
Oh, no, I don't either. And I really do want to buy new clothes. I just can't. I can't keep up with the trends.
I can't keep up with the trends.
But it's fine.
It's fine.
It is what it is. I was looking at my pale skin, and by pale, like, this is my... Wow. Look at my wrist from doing pull-ups. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
From my wrist wraps.
Wow.
That's not good. I gotta put lotion on. I just got my kipping pull-ups. And
they're looking really good.
I'm so proud of myself. But I have been looking at my skin. I'm like, maybe I want to be a little bit more tan. And I was watching ladies give themselves...
Oh, yes.
Their contouring, their faces with their self-tanner, which I'm never going to do. But I'm thinking about...
You should.
Maybe.
I have the best self-tanning recommendation.
What I really want to go do is get in a bed.
No.
I know, but I really want to go do it. That's like the ultimate. Like, I want to go cook.
No. Okay. So 2 things. First, I'll talk about the self-tanner. Then I'm going to talk about that. So Bondi Sands is the brand. I do their gradual tanner and I do their overnight medium. Both are great.
What do you have on right now?
Nothing.
Okay.
But I will put on, I keep thinking, the thing about self-tanning is you have to sleep with it on. Okay. Or you have to keep it on all day, but there's not really a time where you're going to be home for 8 hours. So it have to be like on a Sunday. Or you sleep in it. Okay.
And when you sleep in it, do you have to shower it off the next day?
Yeah, you have to shower it off in the morning. Okay. So that's the thing. But it's quick. You could shower it off quickly. If you do the overnight. But that one I do because it's like instant and you get the color. The gradual one, you don't have to shower it off, but it just smells a little bit weird. So some people are weird about it. I like both of them. But Bondi Sands is the best brand.
We'll link it.
Link it. I'll put it in the show notes. But, okay, tanning bed. Let's talk about it.
I used to go so much.
My family has skin cancer. Mm-hmm. All of them. Not all of them, but my grandpa, my mom, my brother, who is 33, have skin cancer. And I went to the doctor last week because I was like, I don't want to have skin cancer. What if I have skin cancer currently and I don't know about it? So I had to go to the doctor to get a recommendation or a referral for a dermatologist. Do you feel this way whenever you go to the doctor? Are you scared that they're going to find out something about you that you're like dying?
I always panic that they're going to tell me that I have like high blood pressure or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's a normal thing. So same way. And I don't know if I like had I guess I've had some doctors in the past where they just have bad bedside manner.
Christina, all doctors, minus some women, all men doctors have terrible bedside manner.
That's why I will not see a male doctor. And
I'm done with male doctors.
I saw a female doctor this time, and she was new. Because I had another doctor I'm with Kaiser, and I loved my other doctor who I saw before. And so then that doctor has moved to surgery, so I had to get a new doctor. And I got this doctor because she was female, and she had the same last name as the other doctor. The lady was like, we have another Dr. Moon. Would you like to see her?
They're like, it's a homophone.
Yeah, and I was like,
it's
okay.
The same thing.
I was like, okay, sure. They're like, I'm Dr. Moon, and I'm Dr. Moon, and we are not the same person. But I was like, okay, fine. So I went to see her, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be dying. I went in there. I always have high blood pressure when I'm at the doctor because I'm panicking. So I went in there, and I was really trying to take deep breaths. I was like... My blood pressure was fine. One of the numbers was like great, and the other one was like a little bit 1 point higher than it was supposed to be. I asked ChatGPT later. It said because I was nervous. But oh my God. My doctor, when she came in...
Putting that $20 a month to good use.
Yes. Mm-hmm. My doctor, when she came in, she was like, your blood pressure's beautiful. You're beautiful.
She was shining on you.
Yeah. She like fell at my stomach. She's I can feel your abs. I'm like, girl, what? Yeah, I was like, girl, what? No, she was just like really shining me. And I was like, it's not that hard.
Your abs are like shining you.
No, it's not that hard to shine people as a doctor. Okay. Make them feel comfortable.
Did you flex?
No, but I was like, I shouldn't be scared of you. And I did not feel scared. So I left there feeling fine. And I don't have cancer, but she did give me a dermatology recommendation. And so I'm going to go to the dermatologist to make sure, but don't sit in a tanning bed. It's not worth it.
Bedside manner on the part of doctors, I've learned, the male doctors I'm done with. My gynecologist used to be man, and I'm done. I would have so much anxiety going in, and then my blood pressure would be high. And then he put me on blood pressure medication, which I never took.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ever. I never took it. And he was like, oh, you need to take your blood pressure every night. So I would take it and it was always normal. But I would just panic. And so now I just try and do my deep breathing and stay calm. And it's such a stressful place to be, regardless of what stage you are in your life.
Yeah.
And...
but good for us for going. Because I was like... you should get your yearly physical. Especially, I mean, you said this too, like, we're 30, you don't know. My brother's 33 and has skin cancer.
Yeah.
You know, that he got removed, so luckily it didn't turn into anything, but, like, you gotta have someone looking around there.
You've got cancer in the family. I've got thyroid issues and a shit ton of cancer in my family, and we have to be checking on things. And I know, like, even something little, like, I didn't go to the dentist for a really long time, and then I went one time, and I forgot how much I really liked my dentist, so now I get my 6-month cleanings all the time, and it's good to be healthy. And plus, like, we have insurance. Like, we need to go.
Use it. Use your benefits. That's part of it. Totally.
Meet my deductible so that it's full free.
Yeah. And I think it's the same thing. It's like, you have to have good, like, my dentist is great too, you know. And we made a pact at the beginning of the year. How's your flossing going?
Really good. I've got my flossing packs. And
I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to come out and say it. I didn't floss before this year. I'm not a big cavity person. I haven't gotten a cavity in, like, I don't think I've had a cavity since I was, like, in high school. But I did not floss my teeth. And my dentist was like, yo, bitch, you got to floss your teeth.
You got to floss.
He didn't say that like that, but he actually said, you know what would take your 90% teeth to 100 is flossing. Which I loved. Again, inspiring. He was inspiring me.
He's shining.
So I've been flossing. I sometimes forget, but I try and do it every day.
It's important, but also at the same time, and I like the flossing little pics that I have, but who the fuck with a full-time job has time to water pick every goddamn day?
Oh, I was water picking instead of flossing for a while.
You have to do both.
You have to do both. He told me you don't even have to water pick. It's extra. Water picking is...
Yeah, and then your gums bleed.
Your gums bleed, yeah.
And your gums bleed when you get pregnant. You get some gum bleeding when you get pregnant.
That's awful.
Just more things to potentially look forward to. We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know if
we don't know if you and I are someone. If you're thinking about getting pregnant, your gums might bleed.
Yeah, this episode's for you. Just this part.
Listen
to the rest of it, but...
You can listen to the closed part, but also listen to the gums bleed thing.
I feel like more recently, as I've been talking to people, the conversation has really been heavy on the do you want to have kids? And these are not people that I've been going on dates with. These are just people that I'm having conversations with. And for so long, I was so much, yes, I want like full water polo team plus subs. Like I want a full...
subs?
Yeah.
I don't know how many people play water polo, but it's like
it's 6.
6 plus subs.
6 plus subs, like 9.
Oh.
We're rolling deep.
Danielle, you can't have 9 kids. Maybe you'll be Octomom.
Oh my gosh, she's circling back too.
Oh, wow.
We'll come back to it. But so I wanted so many kids because I'm an only child and like I always wanted a big family. And then I got a job. And then I realized, oh wait, things cost money.
Yes.
Children are expensive. I'm tired.
Yes.
And then it became more of we love being the Fanty Dings, but I don't know if I can commit to like that for the rest of my life. I love kids. I love babies. I love teaching children things, but I also love my alone time. I love traveling. But on the other side of that is I love not living for other people, but if I could give every part of myself to like my friends or my future partner, like I would do that. I love serving people. Yeah. And if I could serve a part of me, like that is half of me, I would love that. But I don't know. It's just, you're locked in. There's so many variables. There's so many different parts. Life is so expensive. Shit's fucked and we don't know where we're going to be in the next 5 years. I'm 32.
I think, and that's the thing is like, having kids is such a different beast nowadays because I think we are thinking about all those things, and our parents really didn't have to think about them in the same way.
No.
And so a lot of people are choosing not to have kids, or choosing to have kids later in life, or choosing whatever different family structures because of that reason. I don't want to have kids, but I also know it's tough. And I have a brother who has a child, right? It's tough because I have that child in my life, but we have friends who have kids or are gonna have kids, and that could be
I know, and I love our friends' kids, and I want their first words to be Auntie D. That's just, I want that. But you're locked in for a lifetime of commitments, and I think for me, specifically being on the special ed side of things, life is wild. You never know what kind of child you're going to get, and I know for me, loving a child with everything that comes along with them is really important, and quality of life is really important for all parties involved. And I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I have a couple friends who have frozen their eggs. That's really expensive. However, their company's paid for it, so that's one thing. There's no way school district's gonna pay for that shit. But
I think insurance, I think it's actually cheaper than we think it is, because I think insurance does cover some of it.
I would be open to it.
Why would I wonder what the financial benefits are for a company if they are paying for someone to freeze their eggs?
I have no idea, but
maybe it's because they're like delaying pregnancy, like delaying maternity leave, delaying that, and it's like cheaper to pay for someone to freeze their eggs than it is for them to be on maternity leave. I have no idea, but yeah, it's so expensive. Yeah. And you can, I saw a thing where you could donate an egg and then they would freeze your eggs.
Oh wow!
But you have to be 29.
They didn't
want your old crusty eggs at the donation center, which is so sad. It's like, I do too. People have kids.
Geriatric eggs.
Yeah, people have kids up until they're 40, so it's not, your eggs are not geriatric.
Our 1,000-year-old eggs. You know what eggs I'm talking about?
Which ones?
They're eggs that they're called 1,000-year-old eggs, but when you look at them, they're like black. It's a food that people eat. But I'm just thinking about our eggs being
1,000 years old.
A century egg.
You know what is? I always think this is so crazy. Is like, if you were women.
Yes.
So our grandmothers essentially carried us because our mothers were born with all the eggs that they were going to ever have.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Think about that connection.
That's wild.
Thinking about it, and you're like,
we've seen some shit.
We've seen some shit.
Really seen some shit.
We really have. And then men are just out there. Okay, here's the other thing. Okay. And then I'm going to talk about Boston Rob from Survivor. Okay, here's the other thing. Women have to grow and then deliver a whole goddamn baby.
Correct.
And a lot of times women are blamed for infertility issues.
Yes.
When actually it's men. And so I heard something that the 9 months before you get pregnant, like the 9 months leading up to you wanting to start trying for a child, your partner should have to stop drinking, exercise, do all the things that women have to do in maternity to make sure that the sperm that they are healthy. That way, when they are going to try and conceive a child, they have the healthiest sperm.
We should put out into the world and change it for the first two years before someone's going to get pregnant. So we have a DD for the next 2 years. Okay, so gentlemen, there was a scientific experiment that was done, and it's scientifically proven. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Ask ChatGPT. For the 2 years before you want your partner to have a child, no drinking, no smoking, you're exercising. You're supposed to eat clean.
You have to eat clean, all those things for 2 years.
And you have to be quiet.
And you have to be quiet. So any men right now who want to have a child in the next 2 years,
I don't want to hear you speak.
You better
for
be
the next
quiet.
2 years.
So sad.
But Octomom.
Okay, yes, but Octomom.
So she's back on the radar. Her Octo babies are developed. They're big humans.
They're probably
now.
Teenagers, right?
I think they're 18 or something.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
They're old. But she has completely parentified her 2 oldest kids.
But they're all the same age.
But she is literally a child. I was watching a TikTok the other day of her talking to these kids, and these kids completely are taking care of this woman as if she's the child in the family. She has one child who is nonverbal autistic, but the rest of them are just like typical children, but it is insane. And I remember when when she was pregnant with her 8 babies.
What, and wasn't it a sperm donor? Like, she's not I don't think she's married to that man.
She's not.
Yeah. I don't think it was like a relationship.
No.
I don't know.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
No.
It's wild. And that's the thing. Okay, so you freeze your eggs. I think then you have to do in vitro. And then in vitro, you're more likely to come out with...
Yeah.
So you could get a whole water polo team.
Yeah.
Or a whole 2.
Just the subs.
Yeah, just the subs.
Technically, I'm supposed to have twins. I'm technically supposed to have twins with the way that my mom's side of the family has worked.
Twins. If I were gonna have kids, I would want to have twins because I don't want to have one child. I want to have 2, and I don't want to be pregnant twice.
Yeah.
But alas, it's not for me, so I don't even need to think about that.
Yeah. Okay, tell me about Boston Rob.
Okay, Survivor. I don't know if you are a Survivor fan. I watched Survivor when I was growing up with my mom, and I would watch it when I was a kid, but I was a child and only understood things that children understand or only remember. So I never really got the fact that they weren't just out there doing silly puzzles, that it's like a mental game,
yes.
A social game. I just watched the season of Survivor, Boston Rob, season 22, which was filmed in 2010. So if you want some fashion throwbacks, great season. People say that's actually not a very good season of Survivor. So I'm interested to watch other seasons because I've had a couple people be like, oh no, that's a terrible season.
Okay.
Boston Rob wins after his wife already won. And that was just wild to me.
Yeah.
That they allowed him
married.
to win. Yeah, they're still married. They have 6 daughters or something.
3.
Oh, never mind.
They got the whole water polo team.
The whole water polo team. But it was such a fun game. We watched a lot of Survivor.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Survivor in the last week. Maybe 8 episodes of Survivor.
I really like Survivor. I think that's the one show that I would do really well on.
You would be good on Survivor.
I would be good on Survivor. My only problem with it is I hate coconut water. And I know that they drink a lot of coconut water. For me, it tastes like something I'm not going to mention, but like I can't get past the fact that they have to drink coconut water.
I wonder too. So we're watching the seasons 2010, and all of these people, especially the girls and the men too, are super, super skinny. Because because they get skinny on the show.
Yeah.
But that was the style back then, to like just be very skinny and not have very many muscles. I wonder now if the girls who are going out there when they start losing all that weight, they're jacked, like all their muscles are showing. You got these girls with 6-packs because everyone's strong now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you watched the season with Mike White?
No. I have only watched season 22 except for the ones that were like from 2005.
So it's David versus Goliath.
Yes.
For Mike White's season, and you got the Davids and the Goliaths. It's a really good season. I really like that one. And with that, Mike White, who created White Lotus, he has a lot of his Survivor buddies on White Lotus. They make cameos, which I really like. And I really like Survivor. I grew up watching the Real World, Road Rules, and the challenges. And I feel like the challenges were I loved watching the challenge seasons. And I love a mind game. I love a puzzle.
Yeah.
Get me out there. I love camping.
You would be great.
You
should apply. You should apply for Survivor.
Maybe I'll do it.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
And be like, we've got a great puzzler on Daniela. They always say that about Boston Rob. And I will say he's pretty good at puzzles. He does really well on the puzzle challenges. And him and his wife went on the Amazing Race like 5 times together.
I really want to go on the Amazing Race also.
That's going to be ours. We should apply for the Amazing Race. We would be great on the Amazing Race.
I think so. As long as at some point they give me a salad. Like, we got to make sure there's coffee machines.
Yeah.
And there's a salad.
That's the thing about Survivors. They're not drinking coffee. You'd have to wean
coffee.
yourself off.
I would be okay. There are days where I don't have coffee.
That's not
Or
real.
I get my mug, and then, I won't finish my coffee, or I'll take the entire day to drink my coffee.
Yeah, no. Not me. I'm not like that.
You're not like that. I remember
I'm built different.
when we were going to Croatia, we had to zoom into the kitchen to see if there was a coffee maker.
No, I need it.
And there's so many things left for us to discover about ourselves, the things that we need and the things that we want. And what have we learned this week? We learned that you need coffee.
Yeah.
I am going to tan.
Yes. We're both looking into new wardrobes.
Never have enough clothes to wear.
We're trying to, no one likes their clothing. Men need to not drink for 2 years before they want to give birth.
Silence for 2 years, no drinking for 2 years, nothing.
Just
isolation. Yeah.
Okay, quiet.
And is that it?
Yeah, I think so. I think, okay, advice. Let's see. Because this is one of my favorite parts of this episode.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
I feel inspired by the Lego talk that we had.
Yes.
Decorate your house the way that you want it to be and fill it with things that make you happy. Fill it with people and things that make you happy.
Aw.
And always have an evil eye hanging somewhere.
Always hang your evil eye.
You have to. I don't care what you believe in. It's voodoo mama juju. You gotta have an evil eye somewhere.
You do.
Yeah. I have one in my car. My mom's therapist told her that we need to get one on Benji.
Put an evil eye on your dog.
On your cat, on your dog, on your
Everyone.
loved one. You gotta do it.
Till next time.
Bye!